Alright, so I have two recorded problems right now. You're going to do this for bonus points. This is considered one problem, even though you're doing two. And then I will show you the last one that's a little bit kind of challenging, but you can figure it out if you understand how the approach is. And I will help you with that. But what I want you to do in groups right now, we'll go 4 minutes to do both problems. Read them carefully. Refer to what we talked about as far as notes are concerned, what word problems and specific words are important, and you may begin. Okay, so there we go. First of all, the amount of pretzels of a snack company fills each bag must be within 3 pretzels. So this says the margin of error. Alright, so the margin of error is 3, so that we know that that's going to be all by itself on one side. It says of the 100 pretzels expected per bag. So if it's a positive 100, we're going to write minus 100. Because everything in absolute value or with the x is the opposite. So this is your possible equation. We just have to make sure that these words are in fact there to show that it's equals and not an inequality, which it is in this case. So we'll break this up. P minus 100 is going to be equal to, oops, what am I doing? Writing it twice with the positive version and the negative version. Otherwise, the fast and easy way is to see that the center is at 100 and you're jumping 3 to the left and to the right. So over here you're going to get 97, which would give you this one. And then this one would give you 103. So plugging this in, they both do work and they both would check out. For the sake of time, I'm not going to show you that. Now listen, there's another way you can do this. This is going to help you for the next problem that's coming up. That's your challenge bonus problem. Is that possible?
No.
Why not?
Because it makes it the absolute value.
Because every time that I take the absolute value, I will always have what answer here? A positive. So when I set up, it should be positive at first. And then when you break it up into 2, then you account for the plus and minus. But it would always start off as positive. Otherwise, it won't work. Does that make sense?
If it starts off with a negative, do we just say that?
Then it would just, like on SAT, ACT, they'll have answers, and then they'll have none of the above or whatever. That's whenever it'll not work in that regard. All right. So another way that you can see this is this. This will help you for the bonus problem that's about to happen. If I looked at this and I set it equal to 0, look what I do. I'm going to move the 3 over to the left side so that I could set it equal to 0. You with me? Now I'm going to look at it as transformations. All I'm doing is this problem again, but I'm doing it a different way. I'm going to do it by graphs. Okay, here we go. I will start with the absolute value of P or X. We did this last time. We practiced a lot last time, transformations, okay? What's the first transformation that happens? The minus 100. So I'm going to move this what direction and how? To the right 100 units, right? And then I'm going to move it what direction? Down 3. And guys, when I do that, let's say that this is 100 to the right and this is down 3. Guess what 2 numbers those x-intercepts are? 97 and 103. Those are your answers.
Will we ever have to do that?
Yeah. Okay, so that's another way. There's 3 ways now that you know. Center, jumping left and right, graphing with transformations, find x-intercepts, and now the work process. But I want you to know all 3 because SAT and ACT, a lot of times you can do without the work. You could just go to the shortcuts and then keep going. You know what I mean? All right. So for bonus points, here we go. So this is 10. 10, 10, 10, and then the check is 10, and then they both work out. So 70 for that. Just keep track of, we're going to do the other one together, okay? We good? All right. So this other one, Travis runs an average of 25 miles per week. Give or take is another way of saying margin of error. Okay, greater than or less than, within 6 miles. So there's the 6, which will always be positive. And we're looking at, let's do M for miles. Yep, right there. Is it going to be minus 25 or plus 25? Minus 25. Okay? Because this number is positive. You with me? So I want you to look at this as, that would be a shift to positive 25. You know what I mean? That's what tells you that this is a positive center. You with me? Okay. Alright, so now we're going to break it up. M minus 2,5. M minus 2,5. It is the positive version and the negative version. Adding this will give you 31. Adding this will give you 19. And yes, the same way, if I were to rewrite this, setting it equal to 0, it's basically shifting the graph 25 to the right and 6 down, which means this and this would be 19 and 31. Okay, so let me highlight these. So this one would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, check, check. So 140 will be total for everything. Any questions? Okay. Okay, so for your last problem, I have a challenge problem for you. And I'm basically going to ask you to solve for x. Using any form that we've learned or talked about, I will give you 3 minutes. All right, here we go. So, sometimes you'll get this. And a lot of people will try to do this. Because they're trying to isolate absolute values. And then they're like, I got to get all these absolute values together. I didn't isolate. I created 2 of them. Okay? So that is a possibility. But we'll have to talk about that. Other people will try doing this. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. X plus x is 2x. I'm going to try that. But you can't add like that. You can't add what's inside of absolute values together like that. So I know it's subtle, but it's important. It's all about the absolute value. This answer from here will always be what?
Same answer as
Well, positive. This answer will always be what? Positive. Can you add 2 positive numbers and get 0? No. Nope. Some people can see it like that. Some people see it differently, including me. I understand that, but because of years of math. But a lot of people understand and see this one a lot better. Because if I do transformations, look at what I'm about to do.
Wait, so which one's right?
They're both, okay. So this one's wrong. This one's totally wrong. But if I graphed this one right here, it's a shift 2 to the what? Left. And if I graph this one right here, it's a shift 2 to the right and then reflect it. Do these ever intersect? No. No solution. Okay, so we're going to go 50 points on that.